Welcome. Welcome. I'm going to try to get a couple missions in before time for me to head off to bed. At least get one in. Uneasy Allies is probably one of the more important missions because it does give you a nice kit. But I haven't really done much since yesterday. I have yeah, no, I don't think I've done very much except for move some stuff around. Just your normal stuff. Got closer to my completing out my rep. Did the math. I'm actually way above the normal amount that I need to complete the rep at tier 6, which is good. It's really good because once I get there, I need the fleet modules. Fleet module is actually very important, though I barely have enough fleet credits in order to buy any fleet ships. Which reminds me, the problem is I have two characters right now that are fighting for the same space. And they're both in the same basic fleet. Like different fleets, but the same armada. And this armada, it is a very populated armada. Let's just put it that way. And when something comes up, it's that you turn fleet marks in. Generally, it's something like the surplus fleet marks that I'm not really excited to go put stuff into the unload. Only because you only get half of the fleet credits from it. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. That's in. Someone must have just put that in there. That makes sense. This is one of the newer fleets within my armada. And if you're wondering why I'm not checking these, most of these, it's mainly because if it's like this far, generally it means that it's already, someone's already put fleet marks in. Fleet marks tend to be the first thing that gets put in. So some of these I'm skipping because I know that the Armada does allow you to turn in fleet credits or fleet marks on that. Which I always wondered about that because I don't know what actually makes it so that like this one right here, you can't do fleet marks. I wonder who decides that. I don't know if it's the Armada itself or if it's the actual fleet. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so last night we finished up the Delta storyline. Was able to turn that in. Actually, kind of funny thing. The recruit guy in here is kind of bugged because he gave my whole account the Iconian arc also. So I went to the other groups to try to or my other characters to try to
greetings. How can I assist?
Gather some of the marks and it gave me the Iconian, and I haven't finished it yet, but yeah, that's a thing. F5. I mean, that gets me a little bit closer to get some fleet ships. I really do need fleet ships when I actually get to the point of doing that, only because it helps out with with doing Admiralties. And of course I have my normal flashing Admiralties. Because, yeah. Stack them up until the next day. It just means, like, the reason why you want to do that, because, like, so 2 hours, 40-some minutes. So a lot of these are going to be done before the morning hits for me. And so, to give you kind of an example, this is a good mark on how much time I have left before the thing, so 7 hours. So even if I was awake in 7 hours, most of these ships will have already gone through. I will say the 9 hour mark here is probably actually a good time frame of when I will actually be turning around and doing these again, because that would put it somewhere around yeah, tomorrow morning. But yeah, it just helps gathering ships, and actually the fleet ships, if you ever actually looked at them, I know I have one or two here. They actually have really good stats, and really good abilities. Do I only have one fleet ship? No, I have two. Yeah. So like the Eyeball, the Seus, I probably have one more. Now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I have one more because I have the fleet Seus. Or, oh, I should have one more. Should have one more fleet ship somewhere. Boop. I'm just curious. I'm getting distracted. I haven't even started. Oh yeah, there it is. The fleet battleship. I got that because I was debating between. So the fleet battleship. I probably could have just looked over here. So it's a decent ship. The seating is not the best on it. See, the thing about the Bozeman is the seating on the Bozeman is just absolutely effing amazing. It's just like amazing seating. Especially if you're just doing like non-specialty seating. It's just because it's commander engineering, everything else is universal, so Arbiter is just not. It's a battle cruiser, which makes it good. It's a 5.3, which makes it good. I've seen people who swear by the Fleet Arbiter. But yeah, I don't know. Not my cup of tea, I guess. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We've been called to action by Lieutenant Van Zyl, I think is her name.
This is Federation Shuttle Tereshkova. I am under attack in the Hoba system, requesting emergency assistance.
This is the Fleet Bozeman. We've received your distress call.
I'm under attack by Romulan vessels. I could use a little help here. I'm a decent pilot, but things are getting a little rough.
Acknowledge. Tereshkova, we're on our way.
This freighter's packing some serious weapons. I don't think they're hauling cargo.
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
These aren't Toshar ships. They're Imperial loyalists. Thanks for the assistance. I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal.
Any idea why they attacked you?
I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Last true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing. Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
That freighter's heavily armed. Any idea what they were doing?
I think it's a Q ship, a specially modified freighter carrying weapons instead of cargo. Ships like these are sometimes used in convoys in danger of attack. Gives them some teeth without looking suspicious. And the intelligence agencies love them for missions where a starship would attract too much attention. Who's gonna give a second look to a beat-up old freighter?
This raises more questions, like who outfits that freighter and why they're trying to disguise themselves. Our shuttle bay will be clear a deck for your landing. On screen.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salon. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable.
Lieutenant Sion, what are you doing on that freighter?
This unit is executing its priority directives. All other directives have been suspended.
Why did you attack us?
This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defense of associates is required by priority override.
Gaius, why do you keep referring to yourself as this unit? So he can't answer our questions because he isn't there. We need to find who did this. I'll look at a tractor beam on that freighter and have an away team meet me in the transporter room. Slow loading. That's what I was looking for earlier. Patch notes for tomorrow. Kind of looking over these patch notes. Updated the Witch's Brew Patrol so it gives rewards at the correct point. That's pretty short patch notes. Updated the model of the Peregrine Fighter and the alright. Let's see if we can get some information from these computer systems. We should check this out. Hello. A viewer? They have enough power. It looks like they're still locked out of this computer memory.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
These wounds are recent. These Remans must have been part of Obisec's forces. They've kept this facility secure since it was taken from terrorists.
There's a door to the left.
We need to get to the lab. These Romulans might be trying to steal or restart the Iconian gate.
Quick, through the side door and down to the gate.
Made an update on my engineering, by the way. Made him a little bit skinnier and a little bit more bulkier. Kind of reminds me of a auto mechanic teacher I had in high school. Which actually had a very, very similar body build. And you think I'm joking, but I'm not. It's doing a lot of damage right now. It doesn't feel right. Empress Sela. Why aren't you supposed to be in prison? This should lead to an interesting conversation.
I surrender.
That's it?
Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
I'm not interested in any more of your lies.
But you are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to get back to another?
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us any credibility. Patch it through.
I've received some distressing news, and I need to update your mission orders. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
I'm a little busy at the moment, sir.
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
Go ahead, Admiral.
We've received word that Sela has escaped from Republic custody, and that she was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided in her escape by Lieutenant Gaius Ceylon, a Republic intelligence officer.
She's here, sir. I found her with a group of I found her with a group of Romulan Imperial loyalists. She surrendered.
Republic intelligence thinks she has some kind of information about the Iconians that she hasn't shared yet. This is a little odd, but let's give her a little leash. Stay close and find out what you can. See if you can determine her plans. Be prepared to bring her in if she shows any signs of endangering anyone.
Understood. I'll see what I can discover.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
When I do this on my ship, you're not exactly in a position to disagree.
It makes no difference to me. If you don't like my terms, I'll simply order Gaius to self-destruct the ship. He's very compliant, once you know which buttons to press. But if you want your Borg puppet back, you need to come and get him. Besides, what are you going to do? Put me in the brig? I've escaped too many prisons. You know you can't hold me for long.
Fine, we'll do this on your ship.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your 6.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
And what do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive.
What did you do to Lieutenant Cian?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him. But as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
How did you manage to reprogram Gaius so thoroughly? His implants aren't that invasive.
The Tal Shiar has studied mind control for decades, and I had full access to their techniques. Some of it is quite ingenious. Do you know that the proper sequence of mental conditioning and image projection can program someone to kill their best friend? I've seen it work. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
Do you actually think you can fight the Iconians?
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to overwrite and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming.
Let's get your ship moving.
My engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine powers stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship. Unrelated systems keep failing in no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look? Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Very well. I'll head to the engine room. Gaius?
This unit is in diagnostic mode.
Lieutenant Gaius? Can you understand me? What happened? Gaius, do you understand what you're doing?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
I'll get you out of there, Gaius. Bozeman, one to beam directly to sickbay. Need to get shield power back up. Send Tarsi. Reinitiate the main deflector. Janeway could do this. Repair the main stage flux chiller. Ah, you got this.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
So I need to scramble the mind sensor until I get close enough to deactivate it. Makes sense. By the way, someone's been watching my video, just jumping on real quick and hitting that like button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. And if you are watching this and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll get notifications when I stream again. I'd really appreciate it.
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't.
Settle down, Sela. I'm working on it. You don't look very trustworthy.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence operative on deep cover. I infiltrated this crew of Romulan naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
How'd you happen to get aboard Sela's ship? This is too much of a coincidence.
Republic intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the Old Guard, and even a few infiltrating the Tal Shiar. It was happenstance that I was embedded in the group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs.
I can't do that. I can't let you keep this ship stopped. I'm gonna have to stun you.
Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
I have to let this play out. Sela won't tell us anything. But if she thinks I'm on her side, she'll show me anything. I'm really starting to get those sex bots to come into my chat. Guys, you gotta find something better to do. I don't want you in my chat. I will make it so that you're blocked every single time.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
Take him into custody. This is non-negotiable.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
I know where to find a gateway.
The Nopata system? Interesting. My ship has been modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though. The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
Hell, Sela, does she have any information about this?
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
Last time I was here, Akiv had a secret facility on the planet. Tal Shiar must be using his old base.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Unlikely. Shields up.
We are under attack. Requesting assistance.
Responding to your request for assistance.
Beam to the surface.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
I never thought I'd be coming back here after I escaped Akiv's arena.
The Tal Shiar commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There. You really should learn some of these things.
Charming.
Someone else has been through here recently. Tal Shiar!
Why am I not surprised the mess hall is the one place here that isn't a total wreck? At least they were smart enough to take the weapons out of the armory. Hakiv Sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
Allow me. Computer, recognize identity Sela, code Empress 1. Unlock lab access. Always have a back door.
I'll try to remember that.
Another secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic. Let's get this gateway working again. This gateway should be simple to activate once we bypass Hakiv's security. Then we can finally take a look at what the Iconians are doing.
If what you said is true, what you said so far is true, this is a risk that we need to take.
You're getting a little too close to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
Oh, poor you.
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates.
Stop her! Don't let her escape!
Kill it!
Oh, she's dead. Parasite's gone, but we need to get her to sick bay. Bozeman, one to beam directly to sickbay, alert neurology, and prepare for trauma response.
There we go. I'll just put in those coordinates.
Yeah, so unfortunately, as they said during the Delta Quadrant arc, that's not going to leave much of her mental abilities. She it's basically leaves nothing of the original host, original person. So she is Trill. Maybe that's how they're going to explain it away. Trill are used to parasitic invasions. Or parasitic symbiotic relationships. Maybe.
Hurry up! They'll find us soon. Good. There's a gateway on this side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility.
You!
Taurus. Stop her! Automated defenses? What a waste of time. Get that force field down!
I won't let you take me!
We need to catch her before she can cause any more trouble. She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles. Interesting. According to this data, you're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You should download some of these files to your tricorder. This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before. Ah, here we go. Almost there. Got it. The door is open. Taurus must have overloaded the collimators in that plasma array. She's turned this room from a plasma allocation conduit into a death trap. Who even builds rooms like this into a structure anyway? There are control consoles across from the containment area. If you can get to them, you can probably shut down the system.
This looks dangerous, but we don't have much choice. It does have a point. Who puts this in their base? Like, in their normal hallways.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then. If you had only known, Taurus, the Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds. The sphere just jumped. Look, it's nighttime inside this sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Time to go. How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave, immediately.
Clarify for me. Why can't the Iconians travel through time?
Iconian minds aren't like ours. They're entangled with chronoton states. I'll spare you the boring details. It helps to orient them when using their gateways, but it means that they can't go back and forth in time like we can. Doing so would cause the Iconian to lose its memories of the intervening time.
All we've seen so far are automated defenses? Why the hurry? We could learn more about the Iconian plans here.
Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Iconian ships. So many, they're blotting out the sun?
Did you feel that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
You are. Your galaxy is forfeit.
It's a herald. The personal guards and servants for the Iconians. Fighting is not the best option. Head for the gate.
Oh, but I wonder
Run!
which way it. I think I could take it. Control 6.
The herald will be back. Head for the gateway.
I just wanted to kill it. Try to kill it. I've been so afraid of them, like, the few times I've actually came in and tried to fight my way out of
The
them.
gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of this. Jump through, now!
And then other times I just run. You can run right straight back to the gateway and jump through it. And just to avoid everything. You don't have to fight anything on the way out. So that's what I normally do. But just wanted to see if I can kill him this time. I'm way, like, a way better player now since the last time I actually tried to fight my way out of here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Kitty cat saying hi. Hmm? How's Van Zyl? Noted. Anything else I should know?
It's good to have you back. A Dyson sphere jumped into a position near the Iconia system less than an hour ago. We don't know anything about it, but based on the preliminary notes you've logged, we think it's the same sphere that you discovered with Sela. I hate to admit it, but she was right. The Iconian invasion is here. There's no sign of Sela, incidentally. We'll keep looking, but I have a feeling she won't be found until she wants to be. And as long as she stays away, I'm inclined to let her go. She'll have to answer for her crimes someday, but we have much more immediate concerns.
Alright. The kit module. That's what I need, right? Yeah.
We know that attacks from the Iconian forces are imminent. Their gateway technology means that distance has little meaning for them. Once the war begins in earnest, we will be racing to cover too much territory with too few ships. But we cannot fail. To fight a war, we first need a plan. Admiral Quinn has requested your presence at a briefing on Earth's space dock.
Oh, this is a disruptor set. I remember now.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
This is like a self buff. Oops. So chunk this though actually goes in here. Oh, does it have to be career specific? That means I can't get this for Skavron. Is this it's bound. It's disappointing. It is actually very disappointing. There's a few changes I can make to them. I just realized that. This is a 35 energy resistance. Because it is the physical. Really was kind of hoping I can get this for him. Actually, there's something I want to test with this. Never mind. It cannot be re-engineered. Alright. That is okay. So, I'm either going to have to find a... there is one that I can get for him, which is the, see, what was it? It wasn't the Delta missions. Hold up a spreadsheet. DPS, no, not DPS. Mission sets is what I want. So surface tension has the kits, which is Solene. Surface tension. So I can choose an engineering kit through this, right? Really like amazing. I'm actually kind of curious. Curious now because I haven't really paid attention to these. Is it the elite? It is the elite. All right. Well, it's at least a part of a kit, which has a very high energy resistance. Personal shield. And a phaser rifle. That's very tempting, actually. I actually really need a... So, I do know that the best set is I wonder what the bonus is to this. Does it? There used to be that you could set this so it automatically showed all the details on it, and I don't know if it's still a possible way. Oh well. Well, that actually puts me way past my time. I actually don't want to start another mission. I forget that these missions, they're very easy to skip. Like, skip through a lot of stuff. But if you don't skip, it's a very, very long mission. I think that's actually most of the missions for the rest of the arc. It's just the rest of the stories. There just isn't anything that is a short story to tell. Which is kind of unfortunate, because I would like to try to jump through a lot of this stuff, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to have the possibility. Oh well, at least I'm getting closer to Butterfly, which I can start picking up some gear for my character, for my DPS build. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in this arc, and the next 2 are pretty short. So there's 16 missions left entirely within the whole storyline. Alright. One of these. Storylines I like. I like the Survivor storyline. That's pretty good. I actually am kind of can't wait to actually go through that and actually pay attention to what's going on. I like the core of the matter because you get to go back in time, play around with some Romulans. Yeah, I think what my plan is that I'm going to finish out all the way to the end of Future Proof, and then I'm going to go and start working on trying to get my extra characters all the way up to I just get a whole bunch. I did just get a whole bunch of tribbles. But then try to get those up so then I can start getting the deal from them. And that's going to be some time consuming. So when I do that, I might just be trying to race through and get some stuff done. Maybe listen to some music while I'm playing, which probably means I'll stream on Twitch. Because I'm really over concerned to what happens to my streaming on Twitch. If I stream while listening to music on YouTube, they'll basically just either block everything, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Twitch, all the videos on Twitch are very temporary anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they mute half the stuff. But I'm gonna head back to Earth Space Dock, and then tomorrow, here in actually about 12 hours, the new set comes out of ships. Kind of excited about that. I actually plan on getting both. Though I have no, as I've said before, the Norway is a ship. I never was excited about the design of the Norway. I do like the E.C. Henry design of the ship. It's actually a pretty decent design. I'm not gonna lie. I like the E.C. Henry design, so that would be nice. I also like the Seneca. I like the Seneca because it's such a troll ship. So it looks horrible on every degree, except for the fact that it just it'll allow me to have some fun with it, and that's what I'm looking for, the Seneca. I've already, on my main account, I've already purchased some weapons that I'm going to put on it. Definitely not going to be the most DPS build ever, because I'm going to lose out on a lot of my set bonuses, but it's going to be entertaining. The child in me just wants to laugh out loud. So yeah, that happens tomorrow. Can't wait to see what the new Paragon looks like. I'm actually going to switch accounts because I want to kind of look at the Paragon so that when they switch things over, maybe I can get an idea of what's changed. A lot of this stuff, I mean, it just all looks the same to me. This reminds me, I need to check my settings as I'm towards the end of my stream. Somebody was commenting, nope, it's correct. Somebody was commenting on my picture was bad on the last, or not the last video, but a couple videos ago. And took a look, and it was still broadcasting at 720, which seems to be a default setting with OPS or OBS. So I'll probably eventually actually try to maybe move it up to 60 frames per second too. Won't ever get more than 1080, only because I don't have a better than 1080 monitor, so that is my native resolution. So let's go look at the Paragon real quick. Small ships. I just realized I can rename this. Peregrine 1. I think I need to set it as my... I guess I don't know. It's like it's just your standard Star Trek online model. So I guess I don't know what I would be looking for on it for it to change. I mean, it does look kind of blocky, but I think the original model looked blocky. So I'm talking about the production model. So it's really hard to question on how it looks or anything along those lines. I, by the way, have started to grow an appreciation for Type 1. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Let's take a screenshot. Save as Peregrine 1. I guess we'll take a look at it tomorrow. And then see if there is any or that much of a change in the design. I'm going to cancel that so there's no changes made. But alright. Well, I think I'm going to end it there. So if you have been watching, I do appreciate it. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll get notified if I stream again and if I post a video. Again, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.